So, my name is Keith Evans. I'm from Indiana. I'm from like Northwest Indiana. It's an area there. Tell you a little bit about myself, I guess. Waste a little bit of time, get some people coming in here. I'm from an area called Crown Point. Well, I'm actually from Gary, Indiana, and I live in Crown Point now. It's actually an all-white town, so I'm like the only guy in the square that, you know, walks around and everything. It's weird too because I've lived there so long, like I pick up little habits that they do. Like when I'm out at night and I see another black person, I get a little bit nervous. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I grab my phone, I dial a 9 and a 1 just to be safe. Like, you know, it's a little George Zimmerman impersonation. It's like, damn, I wish I lived in Florida right now. But I had this actual situation happen, and it like made me laugh a lot. I was at McDonald's, and I was sitting there having lunch, and she's about late 30s, white woman walks in, very pretty, like a very professional looking, and she walked in with like 7 of the most thuggish looking black dudes like right behind her, and I thought like either like I'm in the middle of Dangerous Minds right now, like Coolio is about to start playing, or this is like a gangbang lunch break. Like, I like that joke, because they have to eat too. Let's see, I have a 4-year-old daughter. She is a joy to have around. Her name is Kayla Jade. And usually I have a friend who also has a 6-year-old son. So every now and then we'll go to the park, we'll take them to the park, we'll sit on the bench and let them play like while we smoke a joint or something, because we're great dads, you know. And we're sitting there one day, and as we're sitting there, like, we're doing that, we're watching them, and his son is chasing these girls around the playground. And I'm like, I lean over to him and I say, you know, your son's a little pimp on the playground. He's like, oh, well, you know what they say, young, dumb, and full of cum. And I was like, whoa, easy. But I was so stoned at the time that I thought he was trying to tell me a message, that there were pedophiles in his neighborhood, like filling kids up with cum. So I'm like, Kayla, let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here right now. Like, I'm telling her, like, let's go, let's go. And I keep calling her, and I keep calling her. It's taking like 5 minutes for her to even get her attention because her mother is white. So because it takes white kids a little longer to listen than it does black kids. So I'm calling her, and finally I get fed up, and I say, hey, you want to get filled with cum? Let's go. Well, what I didn't realize was that the other parents in the park didn't hear my conversation or even think what I was thinking, so they were all kind of gathering up their kids and running to the car because they thought I was the pedophile. Didn't help that I had this leather jacket on either. But yeah, so I'm not invited to that town anymore. I don't take my child anymore. What are you guys here for? What do you guys just kind of came out for the comedy show? Yeah? Good, good, awesome. You guys having an awesome time for the first 2 minutes? I'm gonna check every 2 minutes. Like I'm gonna treat you guys like a microwave. So are you guys all from Wonderlake? Okay, and where are the unicorns and the fairies and the trolls and different things like that? It seems like it's a fairy tale. It's a fairy tale name, right? No? Wonder Tucky? Yeah, we got a few of those in Indiana too. Rensselaer Tucky, Cedar Tucky, yeah. We got a few of those. So, anybody other couples in the audience right now? Yeah? No. No? Oh, so, hey, you want to upset your family and come date me, or? We'll talk after the show, no big deal though. I am single. Last relationship I was in was with my daughter's mother. We had I am completely against any sort of domestic violence. But I had a situation in which I was accidentally sucked into a domestic violence situation. I'm going to tell you that story real quick. First of all, we were together for a while, and this thing that I learned that when you're together with someone for a while, living with them, you have to come up with a mutual reality show that you both want to compromise to watch. So ours was So You Think You Can Dance. It's a competition show where they have dancers on there and they're trying to win a chance to be famous. And so we're watching. There's a particular girl on there that I enjoy watching. So I'm watching and she kind of looks over at me and she's like, "Are you looking at that girl's ass?" And I'm like, "Yeah, obviously I am. Like, I'm black. That's kind of my specialty, is to point out ass when I see it." So this turns into a fight, obviously. Like, we get into an argument. She tells me that, she asks me, how do I think that makes her feel? I go, "I don't know how that makes you feel." And she goes to me, "I could build the world's tallest building with shit you don't know." Now, she's not that bright. Like, she's blonde, no offense. She's not that bright. But, there's a lot of shit that I don't know that I feel comfortable with. Like, I don't know what anal sex feels like. That's fine. I'm fine with not knowing that. I don't know why people watch the fucking TV show Monk. Like, it's stupid. Like, and I'm fine with not knowing that. So then this comes into a thing, and we always get into a situation where we fight and we argue, and then she does this thing where she says she's gonna leave. And I go, "Oh no, please don't go, I'm sorry, like, please, like, I'm so, like, regretful for everything I said." But this time I got fed up, so she's like, "Well, I'm just gonna leave." And I'm like, "Well, just fucking roll, troll." Like, well, that didn't really go over too well. So she runs into the bedroom. She slams the door. I come in, I open the door. I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" I keep asking her, and I keep asking her, and finally, like, I don't know what it was. Like, I grabbed a jewelry box that we had on the dresser, and I tossed it. I didn't throw it hard, but I tossed it towards the opposite wall because I was pissed. Well, she goes, breaks down, and she says, "My dead grandmother made me that." Well, come to find out that she actually bought it from Walmart. That's one. Number two, we kept our weed in that jewelry box, so it was obviously not a family heirloom that you really cared about. So to get me back, she runs into the TV room, which is my room, like, you know, my room that I enjoy, and she grabs one of my DVDs. And I'm really particular about my DVDs, so I'm holding on to the DVD. And she's pulling, and I'm pulling, and she's pulling, and I'm pulling. And somehow, she pulls really hard, and she pulls my hand right into her face. She drops down immediately. Before she can even get anything out of her mouth, I drop down immediately and start crying and bawling. Like, because I'm in Chesterton, Indiana, which, you know, I'm black, there's a blonde girl on the floor, I'm standing here. Not a good situation to be in. So I dropped on the floor, I cried. That was the end of that story. That was just a story, it wasn't even a joke. I just wanted to share that with you, get that off my chest. Let's see, what else? Do you guys enjoy sex? Can we talk about sex? Can we do that? Are we all adults in here? We're all adults in here? Are you guys a fan of the position doggy style? Woo! Yeah? Obviously, somebody in the house is. I'm not the biggest fan of it, and because, okay, I'm a gentleman, and I like to look into your eyes. I don't want to treat you like a whore unless I'm paying for you. But I had a situation where I was in this position with a girl, and I kept getting distracted by her eye. Like, I'm like, "Dude, like, close your brown eyes, seriously, like, can you just close that?" And she's like, "No, my eyes are closed." And I'm like, "No, not those eyes, that eye, like, close that eye. Like, are you serious? Like, it's looking at me, it's winking, like, I don't want to see that." And she's like, "What are you talking about, Ron?" I'm like, "Your asshole, like, your butthole, like, you don't, are you dumb? Do you not know slang terms for your asshole?" And she's like, "I'm smart, I went to Northwestern." And I'm like, "Well, I'm fucking you doggy style, so you might as well went to Robert Morris College. Like, it makes no difference to me at all." So that's why I don't want doggy style. Or the Robert Morris College commercials. It's scary. You guys, are you ready for your first comedian of the evening? Please put your hands together for your first comedian of the evening, Princess Ruru, the mastermind behind this whole. Hearing them go crazy and yell in there. Like I kept looking out the window to see if somebody was carrying like ropes and like white bed sheets. Like I got really nervous. Anybody here has ever had the unfortunate run-in with the law? A pullover or a jail situation? Or did you just raise your hand, young lady in the back? She threw it up too. She was like, yeah, that was me. I've had an entanglement with the law and police officers, and like getting pulled over is the gayest thing ever. And well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start that joke over because I do have I have some gay friends, and they always get upset every time I use the word gay. They're like, why are you using the word gay all the time? And you know, in a negative manner. I'm like, I don't mean gay like homosexual. I mean gay like stupid. You know? And she's like, well, why don't you just use the word gay? And I'm like, well, or no, I just mixed that joke up completely. I love that. Too many MGDs. I'm gonna start that over. This is raw. I'm breaking down the fourth wall. We're about to do this real quickly because I'm gonna get that right because I've done that 100 times. So going to jail is like the gayest thing ever. But I'm going to start this joke over because I have a gay homosexual friend who always says, why do you use the word gay? And I'm like, I don't mean gay like homosexual, I mean gay like stupid. And he's like, well, why don't you just use the word stupid? And I'm like, well, because that's kind of gay. Like, so I'm not going to do that. But just so you know that I'm not being malicious or I'm not being, you know, mean or angry or, you know, have any intent behind it, instead of using the word gay when I mean stupid, I'm going to use the word black when I'm around you. So, getting pulled over is like the blackest thing ever. I mean, it's pretty black. I don't know, I like to have fun and tell jokes about racism because it's such a cute little thing it is. I actually have this game that like I teach people that I usually play it. I'm going to teach you guys because I don't think you guys have ever heard of the game. This game derived from me like reading the dictionary and looking up words just randomly, and I came across this word, and it's N-I-G-G-L-E-R, niggler. And basically the word means to have a person who like gives like a petty complaint about something, who's just complaining, you know, pettily about something. So this is what you do next time you're around one of your black friends that you see. This game requires you only one game piece, and it means you need to carry an unabridged dictionary with you at all times. I suggest you do that. And basically what you do is you hear one of your black friends complaining about something, and you just look at them and you're like, you're such a fucking niggler. Just look them straight in the eye and say it. And then, at first they're going to be like, oh, whoa, what the fuck did you just say to me? Like, are you serious? But you're like, listen, like, if you can refer to the unabridged dictionary that I carry around with me all the time, because I play this game every day with one black person that I meet, it will tell you that niggler is a person who makes a petty complaint. And they will probably look at you and be like, oh, thank you, my superior Caucasian friend. I'm glad that the letter L has saved you from an ass whooping. I appreciate that. Good old letter L. So you couldn't really play that game with me though, because I'm kind of an asshole anyway. So you come up to me, I'm complaining about something, and you're like, oh, Keith, you're such a niggler. And I'm like, what did you just come and say to me? And you're like, no. If you refer to the unabridged dictionary, you'll see that niggler just means a person who makes a petty complaint about something. And I'm like, you know what? No, bullshit. Like, everybody knows that mermen and mermaids have been calling black mermen and mermaids niggler for years. Like, it's just saying the word nigger underwater. Like, that's what it is. Like, that's all it is. So, and then one of my asshole white friends would be like, oh, but while they're black mermaids, you can't swim. Oh, yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. This one again. You guys ever seen the movie I Am Legend with Will Smith? Yeah. Anybody's ever seen that movie? I Am Legend with the whole... Have you ever watched that movie and like thought like, why did he waste his time like kicking games to the mannequins? He could have just totally raped them, like nobody would have known. Like, they're mannequins, they're not gonna tell anybody. It's not, I don't count that as a rape joke. I count that as a mannequin joke, which nullifies the rape, so... yeah. I just pulled that word out of my ass.
Out of your dictionary.
My British dictionary that I carry with me all the time. If you look it up, you'll see that nullify is a word that apparently I don't know the definition to because I use it completely wrong when I say that. Any of you guys have a Facebook? I don't know what the age limit on Facebook is anymore. I don't know what it is. I like to hear a lot of people complaining and crying about like all the different changes that they make to Facebook, like constantly, like every now and then they just change it and people go crazy and they get confused. And I don't complain about that stuff anymore because like I was done complaining about Facebook ever since the first time I had a complaint about Facebook, and I will share this story with you. I got on Facebook. When I signed up for my Facebook account, it was like 2007. So I signed up for a Facebook account, and of course, you know, blah, 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 you put your high school or whatever college you went to, and all of a sudden, all these people started coming flooding in. So you're seeing all these people, half of them you don't even really like or didn't even care to even want to see anymore. And there was this guy that I went to high school with that I would randomly hang around. Like, we had a lot of different classes together or whatever. Our schedule was kind of similar. And he was, I went to Gary Westside, so he was like, you know, one of the rougher individuals, I guess you could say. You know, I've gotten in a lot of trouble with him and everything like that. We both graduated from high school. I went off to successfully go to college and didn't successfully drop out like a semester later. And he went off to successfully enroll in a couple of felony institutions. And so I saw him on Facebook, and you know, he's in his Facebook, he's got his flat bill hat on, he's got a jersey on, he's got change, he's throwing up like gang signs, like a real rough dude. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, he's gotten worse. Like, you know, then all of a sudden, I get updates randomly on my Facebook. It's like, Tarek Evans, that's his name, has just won 30 gold coins on Farmville. And I'm like, wait, so you are a felon and you're playing Farmville, like on your thing? Like, then I'm like, oh, he's growing crops. I pretty much know he's growing heroin probably in his Farmville crops. So, how you guys feeling? Are you guys enjoying yourself so far? Please, once again, put your hands together for Princess Ruru putting this together. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you guys, Go, girl. You go, girl. You go, girl. I don't know, was that a compliment, or you just wanted to leave, or? Hey, go, girl, go. That's rude, man, come on. Are you guys ready for your headliner? Are you guys ready? Yeah! This individual has been on Comic View on BET. He has also explained to me that I'm not allowed to say his first name in public, so I will not do that. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Spanky. Put your hands together for Spanky. And it's not doing anything. Oh, there we go. Is it going? Nothing's happening. I'm nervous.